Hi, good evening. This is Prakash Rao from Hotel Eco Corporating. Today we have a very special guest from America. We have a couple over here, Mr. Daniel and Miss Lisa. So Mr. Daniel is, I think, quite busy right now. Miss Lisa is here. We are very honored to have the guest from America on the very special day of Christmas, 25th December. It's a great honor for me. Since yesterday they have been staying over here. It's a great honor to talk to them actually regarding their stay, regarding their experience, and regarding their how they have been in Kolkata in India. As far as my conversation with Miss Lisa, I've heard that she's the first time she has come to India. She's fallen in love with India, what I've heard about it. So let's try to understand in detail. Yeah. Hi, Miss Lisa.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Lisa would like to introduce something about yourself, where you've been and from which city you've come and from when you have been to India. A small introduction of yourself.
Okay, my name is Lisa Abadamarco. I am from Rhode Island, which is the smallest state in the United States. And I have traveled with my friend, Dan, who you'll meet soon. He and his wife are friends of mine, and their son married a Bengali woman here and lives here. And so they invited me to come and visit Kolkata. So it's my first time in India, my first time in Kolkata, and it's very exciting because everything here is very different from home. So I'm an artist and a musician, and I do a lot with puppetry and work with children and make different kinds of sculpture and performance. So I'm really in love with the colors of India. They're like amazing. So that's been very special. Every time I turn, I have my camera, click, 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 and I'm taking pictures of colors and people's fabrics, the fabrics. So
great. Thank you so much, Miss Lisa. It was a great introduction. I mean, I think even we are very honored today, as I've told already. So I would like to understand more in detail, ma'am, that I think you have landed yesterday, right?
No, I have been here for 2 weeks.
Since 2 weeks.
So we have got 2.5 weeks.
So we have got more chance to talk about the past 2 weeks experience which you have spent. I think you have spent in Bishnupur, I guess,
I had a few days in Bishnupur, which was very different and special.
Okay, can you please tell me what special you have seen in Bishnupur and what are the important places where you can see in Bishnupur?
Yes, in Bishnupur there were many temples, a lot of temples to see. That first time I've seen temples like that, where the outside is all the carvings in the clay is amazing. The entire surface of the temple is these carvings that are very important, I know, to Indian culture and in Bishnupur. So we saw maybe 10 temples at least, and then we also traveled and saw some of the artists who make some of the different things in Bishnupur. So some of the things in Bishnupur that they make are the clay pots.
Clay pots, yeah.
And then they make saris. The saris are amazing. The weaving, and we saw the weaving, the weavers actually weaving the saris, which was amazing. It was amazing. The thread is so tiny, and they're making these gorgeous saris. And we saw, actually we also went to the Folk Art Museum, which was a history of Bishnupur, and showed like a whole room of photographs of the freedom fighters. Which is very fascinating, because we had already seen in Kolkata, we went to Victoria Memorial and saw an exhibit. We went to Jurasenko, we went to Netaji's home. So learning all about the different parts of Indian, like to fight for freedom, fight for independence. So that's been really interesting. Great. And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, great. And I mean, Miss Lisa, it is being an Indian. I think I've learned a lot of things from Miss Lisa about the culture, Indian culture as well. And now I think Miss Lisa has a very special talent, which ma'am has already told. So Miss Lisa would like to show. Are you willing us to show something about the dance or something? How it is?
Yeah, this is my new friend. I just made this friend today. I didn't make him. He was made in I'm thinking Jaipur or Rajasthan. But I found him today in my travels, and he said, he said, take me home.
Okay.
And he wants to shake your hand.
It's my pleasure actually. So,
And
may I know what's the name of the smart person?
Oh, he hasn't told me yet.
Ah,
I have a
okay.
feeling he will soon.
Okay.
But I have to just say, like, wait it out. But he's asked me to.
I think it's the right time to place a name for him.
It is, but I have to think of an Indian name.
Okay.
But I am struggling with the Indian words, so it will have to.
I think
I'm
Mrinal
able to
can
think.
assist
You might
with
have to help
with
me.
the name.
Maybe.
So he's
yes.
a man, that is for
He is,
sure.
yes.
And how old he is then?
He is. He says he is all ages.
All ages.
Yes.
Oh, that means something we
Isn't
have
that
to get
special?
some
It's
universal name,
Yes,
which is.
yes. And he has this gorgeous
Yeah.
hat he's wearing, so he's got.
I think
and he's a
we
musician.
we doesn't have that much of capability. I think to put a name of somebody. I think
Yes.
he's very huge character.
Yes.
Which is of ages.
Yes.
So I think we are very small puppets in front of them.
Yes.
So I think I'm not the right person to name the person actually. So let the right time come.
When the right
the name
time
will
comes,
automatically.
I will let you know, and maybe you can put it in the
Right,
in this
right,
video.
right.
But
And I would like to also know, ma'am, since yesterday you have been staying in Calcutta, you have been outside today in
Yes.
in some parts of the city,
Yes,
I guess.
yes.
So what have you visited, and what is your experience about Kolkata?
My experience of Kolkata is everything all at once.
Okay.
Everything. Every single thing all at once. All at once.
All at
Every
once.
sense, your senses, you smell and you taste and you hear and you touch. And what else do we do with our senses? And then we see, of course, because I'm taking pictures everywhere.
Does it mean that all sense at once, all 6 sense at once? You are saying, if I'm
I'm
understanding
feeling
right?
it. Everything comes at you,
All
and all
six sense?
all your senses get activated.
Okay.
So I'm seeing colors, or I'm seeing really different ways that people live, or just the style, the driving here, the roads, the magical way that you can have every single possible vehicle on the road at the same time and nobody hits each other, no matter which way they decide to go. Which is, I think, a small miracle, if nothing else. So
So it is normal for us in India. Maybe in the US you follow a lot of rules.
It's actually pretty fabulous in a weird way. But yes,
I don't know whether I will
like
take it as a compliment or an area of improvement.
Well, what I see as a compliment is that everyone understands who lives here, everyone who drives these dirt roads, understands and they make it work. So I think it is a compliment, because if any of us in America came here to try to drive, there would be more accidents.
Yeah, for sure.
Most likely.
And since yesterday you have been staying in Eco Corporate Inn right now. So I understood morning. I think the breakfast got a little bit delayed.
That's
but apart
okay.
from the room cleanliness, how is it?
Room
ma'am?
is very
How is your
nice.
check-in experience, your ambience?
The
staff attitude, politeness. I mean, you can share a small feedback about us.
We've had many people here are polite, which is very nice actually, and that I've experienced in India. And here, everybody's been very nice, and the room is great. It's comfortable. It's been clean, and when I've needed help, somebody's here to help, and they're over here. There's more of them. Everybody's been very ready to help and jump in, and which is special and makes me feel spoiled. And maybe you'll have to come home with me so I can keep getting that service.
We are actually very pampered by your answer.
Pampered, yes.
Yeah,
if you come to India, you might be pampered. If you come here, you will get pampered. So
great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And Miss Lisa will be here since I think 27th. You'll be staying here,
Yes,
and
yes.
Mr. Daniel will be here for New
Yes.
Year. So
I will
celebrate.
Before you talk to Mr. Dan, I want to show you something I bought
of
in
course.
Bishnupur.
Yeah. What you bought, ma'am? Yeah. Tell me.
So this is a conch shell that they carved in Bishnupur.
Of Gautam Buddha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had different carvings.
Okay.
So I don't know who this is. Do you know who this is?
Mr. Gautam Buddha, he's actually...
Is Buddha or is it different? No.
He's Buddha.
He is Buddha. Okay, that's what I thought, but then I didn't know if it had different names.
Yeah, he's Buddha.
Names.
I mean, he has a very big history. Buddhism, the founder of Buddhism.
Yes. Okay.
Founder of Buddhism.
Because that is something I practice
And there's
at home.
a big history behind Lord Buddha. So
So
that
I
we
thought
will talk it. Yeah,
I
you
thought
can
I'd
carry
play
on.
it for you.
Yeah, please, ma'am.
The one note I can play.
It will be
Hopefully
our
it'll come
pleasure.
out.
Please.
Are you ready? Watch out, it's a little loud. Oh, you were right. Ah, good tip. So when you come to India, you get good tips. Listen to people.
That was a
Okay.
great thing. Yeah.
We're very
No,
good.
you told
But
me
I am-
there was a YouTube link which you told the music. Which
Yes,
you
I
wanted
think
to play.
when Mr. Dan is speaking, maybe you have that on because it's a nice connection to Mr.
Okay.
Dan. He can tell you about even some of the musicians.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
a pleasure, Miss Lisa, to have a chat with you,
Yes.
and we are very, very honored. We always get a lot of foreigners guests over here. We have catered from America, from UK. There are a lot of Australian guests. There are a lot of Indian guests, of course. We got a lot of Bangladeshi guests also, and I think especially people coming from international cities like US, which I think I have a special soft corner to them or no. But whenever any guest comes from America, I don't know why we get so engaged. So maybe they love to be together. They love to exchange thoughts.
Yes.
They love to exchange the culture. I think that is very diverse in India as well, because in India also, in every 1,000 kilometers we travel, we see a different language, we see a different culture.
Sure.
So that is again, it's every 100 kilometers exactly. So every 100 kilometers you travel.
Taste change, the language changes,
Right.
Wow.
weather also is changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bishnupur is some kind of different weather.
Yes.
More cooler than this.
Right.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes, yes, yes.
So just imagine if any particular time of the in entire calendar, any month, maybe in the month of March, I mean in May, June or July, it's very hot. But in the northern parts of India, you will feel snowfall, and southern part of India, it's very hot and humid. Right. So in India is such diverse that climate is everywhere. There's a different type of climates, culture, way of talking, color, everything. But we are all together.
Yes.
So that's the special part. That's what I feel in American people. So when I get any American guests, or when I worked in cruise ship also, whenever I encounter any American guests, I felt like they are my family members.
Oh, nice.
Great. Thank you so much, Miss
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Thank you so much for your time.